Chapter 1. Maya Gray of the FBI's cold case unit sat in her rental car, looking over a small house in the suburbs of Harristown, Missouri. It was freshly painted, with an actual white picket fence. The kind of place that developers love to sell as the real American dream, even if Maya herself had never really dreamed of anything like it. Number 13. She checked a copy of the case file on her phone to make sure that she had the right address, mentally going over the details of the case. Even for a routine visit like this, it was important to Maya that she had her facts straight. Okay, so Ben Harrow had been found dead in a woodland 10 years ago, in a protected area known for its rare flowers. He'd been stabbed repeatedly. A ring had been taken from him, as well as the contents of his wallet, presumably in a clumsy attempt to make it look like a robbery. Maya had all that already, but she read through it anyway, making sure that she didn't miss anything. Today, she was due to talk to Timothy Jameson, a friend of Harrow's. The file said original investigation had talked to him, so Maya needed to go over the same ground, even if it didn't look to Maya like he would have much to tell her. Taking a breath, she walked up to the house and rang the doorbell. It took a while before anyone within answered, although the Toyota in the driveway indicated that someone was home. Maya could imagine Mr. Jameson looking at her through a peephole, or maybe with a camera, trying to judge if it was a good idea to answer. This is where it helped to look like she did. She was tall for a woman, at almost 5 feet 10 inches, and athletic, but the suit she wore hid most of that, making her look more delicate than she was. Her dark hair was tied back as professionally as possible, but a strand or two always got free. Maya didn't bother with makeup, but even at 35, her features had a kind of youthful glow to them that could pass for pretty in the right light. Her mouth tended to naturally quirk into a smile, even when there was no reason for it. She knew she didn't look threatening, and she found that made it easier to get people to help her. Even so, she wondered if it would be enough to get her in the door today, or if she would be left standing there. One of the benefits of not having a partner was that there would be no one to laugh if the homeowner simply ignored her. Maya breathed a sigh of relief when a middle-aged man opened the door. He was rugged-looking, in that formerly a quarterback but now living too well kind of way, taller than her, with unkempt brown hair, dark eyes, and a frame running slightly towards fat. He wore slacks and a t-shirt, and looked Maya over far too openly for her taste. "Timothy Jameson?" Maya asked with her best smile. "And you are?" he replied. It didn't feel to Maya like the kind of suspicion of possible cops she got in some places. Maybe he was worried that she was there to try to sell him something. "Agent Gray, FBI Cold Case Unit," she explained. She took out her ID to show him. He took the time to look it over carefully. "I was hoping to ask you a few questions about the Ben Harrow case," Maya said. "Just routine." "You're looking into that now?" Jameson asked, with a note in his voice that might have been irritation, or worry, or both. Maya was no expert, though. "I'm going back through the files," Maya replied. She didn't want him thinking that this was a full-scale investigation when it wasn't. She didn't want to get his hopes up. "We like to review them every so often, but it would be helpful if you could answer a couple of questions for me. May I come in?" He hesitated. Maya had found that even the most law-abiding people hesitated when the FBI asked to come in, usually wondering if they'd left anything illegal lying around. Maya hoped that Jameson would let her in, though. He'd been one of Ben Harrow's closest friends, working with him at the same insurance company for years. Maya found that the more she could learn about a victim's life, the better, and Jameson was one of the best people to tell her more. "Yeah, I guess that would be okay," Jameson said, "although I don't know what I can tell you that I haven't already said." "Sometimes enough time passing can give people a different perspective on events," Maya said, stepping inside. The house had obviously started off as a neat, well-kept family home, but now it was untidy, with empty pizza boxes resting on the arm of one of the chairs as Jameson led the way through to the living room. Maya took in the details of the place as she walked in. Houseplants on just about every surface that would hold them, furniture worn and leather. There were bookshelves, where the contents seemed to be a random mix of sci-fi, fishing books, and practically a whole case on gardening and plants. "Take a seat," Jameson said. "Iced tea?" "Thank you," Maya said.